Copyright infringement of a book occurs when someone uses or reproduces the copyrighted material without the author's permission or appropriate legal justification. Copyright gives the creator exclusive rights to their work, and unauthorized use can lead to serious legal consequences. Definition of copyright infringement. Copyright infringement refers to the unauthorized use, reproduction, or distribution of copyrighted material without the consent of the copyright holder. In the context of a book, this can include copying the text, reproducing the book in whole or part, or distributing copies without authorization. Key elements of copyright infringement. To establish a claim of copyright infringement, the following elements must typically be proven. 1. Ownership of a valid copyright original work. The book must be an original work of authorship. Copyright registration. While registration is not mandatory, it is a prerequisite for initiating an infringement lawsuit in jurisdictions like the United States. 2. Copying of protected elements. Substantial similarity. The alleged infringer's work must be substantially similar to the original copyrighted material. Access. The copyright holder must demonstrate that the infringer had access to the copyrighted work. Examples of copyright infringement of a book. 1. Unauthorized reproduction. Copying text. Reproducing significant portions of a book's text without permission, whether in print or digital format. Scanning and distributing. Scanning a book and distributing it as a PDF or other digital format without authorization. 2. Unauthorized distribution. Pirated copies. Selling or giving away pirated copies of a book, either in physical or digital form. Online file sharing. Sharing the book's content through file-sharing websites or platforms without the copyright holder's permission. 3. Derivative works. Adaptations and translations. Creating and distributing unauthorized adaptations, translations, or derivative works based on the original book. Fan fiction. Publishing fan fiction that substantially copies characters, plot lines, or other protected elements of the book without permission. Defenses against copyright infringement. 1. Fair use, transformative use. Uses that transform the original material by adding new expression, meaning, or message can be considered fair use. Factors considered. Courts consider factors such as the purpose and character of the use, the nature of the copyrighted work, the amount and substantiality of the portion used, and the effect on the market for the original work. Examples. Quoting a book in a review, using short excerpts for educational purposes, or creating a parody. 2. Permission or license authorization. If the alleged infringer obtained permission or a license from the copyright holder, their use of the work is not infringing. 3. Public domain. Expired copyright. Works that have fallen into the public domain can be used without restriction. Copyrights typically last for the lifetime of the author, plus 70 years, in many jurisdictions, or 95 to 120 years for corporate authorship, depending on the country. Legal consequences of copyright infringement. 1. Injunctions. Cease and desist. The court may issue an injunction ordering the infringer to stop using the copyrighted material. Preliminary injunction. Temporary measure preventing further infringement until the case is resolved. 2. Damages, actual damages. Compensation for the copyright holder's actual financial losses resulting from the infringement. Statutory damages. In some jurisdictions, the copyright holder can choose to seek statutory damages instead of actual damages, which can range from a few hundred to several $1,000s per work infringed. Enhanced damages. Higher damages may be awarded for willful infringement. 3. Attorney's fees and costs, legal expenses. The infringing party may be ordered to pay the copyright holder's attorney's fees and court costs, depending on the outcome of the case and jurisdiction. 4. Criminal penalties. Severe cases. In cases of willful infringement for commercial gain, criminal charges may be brought, resulting in fines and imprisonment. Steps to take. If you are a victim of copyright infringement. 1. Document the infringement. Evidence collection. Gather evidence of the infringement, including copies of the unauthorized work, information on the infringer, and any communications related to the infringement. 2. Cease and desist letter. Initial action. Send a cease and desist letter to the infringer, demanding that they stop the infringing activity and remove any unauthorized copies. 3. Consult an attorney legal advice. Consult with a copyright attorney to discuss your options and the best course of action. 4. File a lawsuit litigation. If the infringement persists, your attorney can file a copyright infringement lawsuit to seek damages and injunctive relief.